His check on stories we're following for you on Robin Hood Radio. After several meetings and long discussions with the ABC Committee and the Region 1 Board, the Region 1 Board of Education has decided to sign a contract with 111 Group to provide another year of marketing services. During a 2-hour session on Monday, members expressed concerns about which schools would receive the marketing benefits, whether the All Boards Chair Committee should be part of the agreement, and what concrete results have been seen from this year's effort. 111 Group is headed by Janet Carlson Sanders and her husband, John Sanders, who is Cornwall's representative on the Region 1 board. The firm was one of 5 bidders for the job on the Communications Committee. After careful scrutiny, they chose 111 again. Sticking with the high school, at the top of the high school webpage, there is an announcement. Attention prospective parents and students, we are receiving an unprecedented number of inquiries for fall 2020 admissions. The Lakeville Journal conducted a phone interview Monday with Housatonic Valley Regional High School Principal Ian Sturver. He said he's seen several inquiries just alone in the last month, and they're from all over, end quote, including South Carolina and New York metropolitan area. He said people asking had different reasons. Some were former residents of the area thinking of returning. Some were considering switching from private schools to public schools. Meanwhile, the Region 1 Board of Education has approved spending $23,900 over a 5-year period to replace 2 booster pumps at Housatonic Valley Regional High School. The school received a no-interest loan, so it seemed like a great idea, according to business manager Sam Herrick. The annual rate of payment will be $4,780. Herrick said the new pumps will provide more energy efficiency. Kent has decided against opening a park for swimming and a kids' camp. There won't be any swimming or summer camp at Emery Park this summer. Kent Park and Recreation Commission agreed not to open the swimming area at the town park, Emery Park, for the entire 2020 season due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The park is open for hiking and picnicking. Director Leslie Ferris recommended the closure based on, quote, social distancing requirements and the lack of necessary staff, end quote. The commission also agreed not to open Camp Kent, the summer camp for children at Emery Park that is usually held for 8 weeks. Commission member Abigail Smith-Hanby said the restrictions on the number of campers and regulations that would place a higher burden on staff just didn't make it feasible. Ferris said she investigated using Marvelwood School as an alternative location, but that would have only allowed for 10 campers, and the gymnasium does not have air conditioning. That motion passed 5-1. Of course, earlier in this week we found out that Little Rascals is not opening in Sharon for this summer. The Canaan Foundation has awarded 24 grants totaling over $26,000 to area programs that benefit residents of North Canaan. Services that received grants included the Canaan Fire Company, North Canaan Ambulance Corps. Funding for emergency assistance went to North Canaan Social Services. Grants were awarded to the Douglas Library and for the annual tree planting at the North Canaan Beautification Committee. The Foundation for Community Health has awarded Fishes and Loaves Pantry a $5,000 grant for COVID-19 related emergency relief. The funding will help the food pantry meet the needs of up to 50% more households that have sought help since the beginning of the economic crisis. In March, roughly 80 food insecure families frequented the pantry prior to the pandemic. At present, there are now up to 125 families utilizing its services. You can find a full story on that in the Lakeville Journal or at tricornernews.com. Well, a limited number of spaces still remain for high school students in the Region 1 district to take a free Heart Saver First Aid CPR AED certification class if they were unable to complete the course in school due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The course is being offered by Nuvance Health, owner of Sharon Hospital. Spaces are available for the Sharon Hospital classes on Saturday, July 25th at 8:30 in the morning and Saturday, September 26th at 8:30 in the morning. Additional classes are available on other dates and other Nuvance and HealthQuest hospitals. For more information, you can contact Sharon Hospital. In Falls Village, at the regular monthly meeting on Monday, the Board of Finance voted unanimously for an increase of 1.1 mils in the property taxes for 2020-21. The new mill rate is 25.7. Finance Chair Dick Hines said for a property assessed at $100,000, the increase will amount to about $100. After months of discussion about boarding houses, the North Canaan Planning and Zoning Commission brought the moratorium on this use to residential properties to an end at their regular meeting this week. The meeting marked the first time that the commission has assembled together at the town hall since the building closed 3 months ago due to the quarantine. Only 3 non-commission members were allowed to attend in person. The meeting was open to others via Zoom. When it was painted on a Red Hook building back in 1996, Harvest Past was hailed as a tourism draw that celebrated the region's roots. The mural at the southeast corner of East Market Street and Broadway depicts an agrarian scene from more than a century ago, which includes the Hudson River and Catskill Mountains, as well as a woman pushing a cart. This week it became part of a national debate regarding what history should be celebrated and what monuments or murals should be removed. New York State Police have arrested a Tivoli man for menacing after a road rage incident. Paul A. Artist, age 31, of Tivoli, New York, was arrested for menacing in the second degree, a Class A misdemeanor. Troopers responded to State Route 9G for a report of a road rage incident involving a handgun near the roundabout intersection east of the Rip Van Winkle Bridge. It's alleged that Artist engaged in a road rage incident with another vehicle and menaced the occupants with a BB gun. He was arraigned virtually before the town of Livingston Court, released on his own recognizance. He's next scheduled to appear before the town of Greenport Court on September 21st at 3:30. In Great Barrington, a makeover for one of Berkshire County's most well-known and traveled bridges will begin in the coming weeks. Contractors for the State Department of Transportation will repair, clean, and paint the span known as the Brown Bridge at the north end of Main Street, Route 7. That work will take up to 18 months, while both lanes will remain open at times. They will be narrowed, according to a statement on Wednesday from town officials. Workers will fix the steel structure and concrete decking of the steel bridge, which is a truss bridge, which is 119 feet long. It was originally built in 1931. Greene County lawmakers have passed a resolution calling for Governor Andrew Cuomo to loosen his grip on local government and allow the county to return to normal. Spearheaded by legislators Matthew Rivera of Catskill and William Lawrence of Cairo, the resolution was met with mixed responses. The vote was 6-3 in the Government Operations Committee, with Rivera, Lawrence, Jack Keller of Catskill, Linda Overbaugh of Catskill, Thomas Hobart of Coxsackie, Greg Davis of Greenville supporting the resolution, Charles Martinez of Coxsackie, Henry Landon of Cairo, and Patrick Linger of New Baltimore opposing it. Sandusfield annual town meeting is being held at 10 a.m. on Saturday at the Department of Public Works Building, 5 Silverbrook Road. A hefty school assessment and an increase in retirement costs are mostly what's driving up this year's operating budget. That reasons largely are an increase in students from Sandusfield attending the Farmington River School District and a new town worker. Because of the pandemic, town officials are sticking to the crucial items on Saturday. At a later date, residents will get a chance to vote on such items as zoning for recreational marijuana, a sign at Town Hall, and some bylaw changes that would simplify the way budgets are done. We told you that locally, Taconic Hills, Weebatuck, Pine Plains, Dover all passed their school budgets. Well, Greene County, all the school budgets and Board of Education elections, all the budgets were passed in Greene County. They were passed as voters made their choices, once again by all-mail balloting for the first time. Our business brief is underwritten by Morgan's at the Interlaken, interlakeninn.com, also on Facebook, and by Salisbury Bank, salisburybank.com. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was down 39.51 yesterday, 26,080.10. The Nasdaq starts off today at 9943.05, and the S&P 500 at 3115.34. We'll take a look at the tri-state forecast. That'll come your way in just a few moments.